What is up, guys? Sorry for my tardiness. Here, let me plug the phone up because yet again YouTube is cutting up and we have to do this on the damn phone. So let me know if you guys can see me. I'm about to plug this up, but let me know if you guys can see me. I'm about to turn this brightness up too because I can't really see what the hell y'all are saying. All right, that's better. Let me scoot this up. Y'all, I'm about to go on like a little mini rant before we even start doing this shit. Like, YouTube is pissing me off, dude. YouTube is like pissing me the fuck off. Like, they're trying to do all of these changes and shit, and they don't realize, like, sometimes things don't need to be freaking changed. Like, they really don't. And you just fuck them up when you try to change them. Like, y'all ain't need to fucking do all of this extra shit when it comes to the damn live feature. Y'all ain't need to do all this extra shit when it comes to the creator feature. Oh, and by the way, any of my people that are just like tuning in and you don't want to hear my rant, just go and skip ahead, what, maybe like 6 minutes? And we'll be right into the tribe tea. But yeah, I'm just irritated because it's like, you know, I had a whole feng shui of how I did my lives and like, you know, they kind of just fucked it up. Like, whenever I do it on my webcam, they're like, nah. And I'm like, but bitch, I used to be able to do it before. Like, why can't I do it now? I don't get it. So now it's just like, I'm over here recording off my phone. This quality is trash as fuck. And I'm like, now I need to actually, like, download a software, I guess, so that this can be smoother. And I could just plug in my camera and do it that way. Because this whole doing it from the phone looks, like, ratchet as fuck. So... But anyway, how are you guys doing? Enough about me going off about YouTube and the bullshit. Let me know if you guys can hear me too, because my phone is saying like it's on mute. Let me see. Oh, okay. See, like this is some shit I just should not have to fucking deal with. Like, there we go. Turn this volume up. Oh, you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. Cool. Then I'm not gonna fuck with anything. But yeah. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. Enough about me. I'm done. I'm not even about to do this. Said I don't like the update either, but we can hear you. Yeah, thanks guys, because like YouTube is really grinding my fucking gears and I cannot wait until another website comes along and it's just like, you know, we're about to be satisfying viewers more and, you know, helping creators more. So I can just move my ass on over there because they are tripping, dude. Like, for real. Do y'all like what I did with my hair? I did like a half up, half down type thing. You know, didn't know what I was doing. It was kind of last minute. I don't know. Thanks. Yeah, I had to do it last minute. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like laying down no wig. I'm about to just put in some hair extensions and go. Because, no. I just had like a gut feeling that like they were gonna fuck some shit up. I was like, I know this isn't just a little fluke that's gonna go away in a week. I bet you they're not gonna get their shit together. And your girl was freaking right. Alright guys, we got 3 more minutes. The only good thing about doing this is that, you know, I actually have the tribe teas up on the laptop, so it's way easier to pull up. So I already know what tea I'm gonna spill in 3 minutes. So, yeah. Let me know. Somebody said it's frozen. Is everything Gucci? Is everything Gucci over here? Can y'all see me? Am I moving? Like, are y'all ready? Can you see me? Okay, everybody says it's all good. Okay. Alright, yeah, I guess I could talk about a few hot topics in the next 3 minutes. Somebody says, what is your opinion on the Tasha K and Cardi B situation? Honestly, I feel like that shit could go either way in court. Like, to be honest. I see that shit going either way. Like, I feel like Cardi kind of incriminated herself with those old videos, those old live streams and shit that actually kind of makes it look better for Tasha. But at the same time, Tasha never says the word allegedly in her videos and shit. But it's just like, I feel like that case is either going to get thrown the fuck out or it can go either way. That's how I feel about it, honestly. I feel like Cardi shouldn't be suing bloggers, though. Like, I feel like that, like, you're bigger than that, sis. Like, fuck that shit. You guys want to talk about any other comments? Somebody said Khloe Kardashian's wig. I don't keep up with the Kardashians, bruh, so I don't know about her wigs. I'm so sorry. So is this about Cardi B drugging and robbing men? Yeah. I just feel like that double standard is like so crazy to me too, because it's just like, if there were a male rapper talking openly on live talking about how he drugs women and then stole credit cards out their purse, like, that would have been a no-no. Like, nah. You want me to talk about Lovely Tea's tea line? I've never personally bought any of it before. I'm more of like a Keurig person. Maybe if she came out with K-Pods, I would actually try it, but I've never tried it before. All right, we got one more minute. How about Wendy Williams? I feel bad for Wendy Williams. I feel like Wendy Williams needs support. She's going through it. Wendy is in denial because for once her tea is hot and she don't want to talk about it, but she could talk about everybody else's tea. She needs to leave that husband of hers, because I really do feel like he be putting his hands on her, and I feel like she needs to leave him, because at the end of the day, she has the bread, okay? At the end of the day, I want to hear what's next for you. Any new projects? Yes, I have a new project tomorrow, and it's basically... it's gonna drop tomorrow, and it's really fucking funny. It's basically called From Auntie to Sis, and I'm about to go in the hood and go to a hair store and buy like an auntie ass wig and transform that shit into sis. And I think that's just gonna be so funny, and I can't wait to show you guys like the outcome of that. But anyway, it is 2 p.m. on our end, and okay, all my people that has skipped, this is Tribe Tea. That's when you guys send me in your questions, stories, things you need advice on, and we kiki, we give advice, we have a nice laugh and all that jazz. Today we are doing this from my phone because YouTube is a piece of shite, and we are going to be reading the Tribe Teas from my laptop. So I'm gonna like try to prop this up so you guys can see me reading, so it's not just like I'm just like, you know, staring off into the distance, but your girl actually is reading something, okay? So let me know when you guys are ready. The first one that we're doing today is called My Ex is Interfering with My Own Personal Pleasures, and I Can't Believe I Am Confessing This. So just let me know, guys, if you guys are ready. Here, let me just skim this really quick, because I know sometimes I be reading shit that I've already read before, and this person's name looks really familiar. You know what? I actually have read this one before. I'm not tripping, am I? I feel like I've already read this one before, because her name is very unique, and I remember her name. Honestly, truly. And I'm not about to do a repeat. Well, here, I'm just gonna read a different one. This one is kind of short though. It's just called Tribe Tea, but I'm just gonna get into it. I know you guys are ready. It's just, that's the only thing that I don't like about, like, you know, doing things like live and like right off of my head, is it's like sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get into it, and then when I start to skim, I'm like, y'all just be sending in the same story over and over. Like, y'all be killing me with that shit. You guys need to be patient. Okay? Here we go. This one is called Tribe Tea. Hey Naja, I've been watching your videos for about 3 years now. Jesus, I need a hobby. I almost never miss one video. My name is Liz, and I really don't mind if my name is in your video. I worked at Steak and Shake. The place is short-staffed, along with the managers who have absolutely no idea how to run a restaurant. The managers are disrespectful to customers whenever they want to complain about anything and are told that they have to leave. I wish a fucking manager would. I'm paying for something and I don't like it, and you gonna tell me to leave? Sure, I'll leave with my money in hand. Like, excuse you. Oh, I tried to call out because I had a really bad cold along with vomiting, and I received a text from my manager saying, bring a note or you're fired. It's a Saturday and my doctor's office isn't open on the weekend, so I have to go in. I'm there from 5 until 9 p.m. and I have to go throw up in the bathroom, and I'm gone 15 minutes. I come back out and my manager tells me that she clocked me out. What? You were in the bathroom and he... Oh, hell no. Well, you know, at that point, it's time to go home because we're not getting paid over here, so we need to go home. Okay? Like, what? Oh, Didn't send anybody to check on me in the bathroom. No, she just clocked me out, which is whatever. But after I clock back in, she tells me I could go home. I was mad. That's so messed up to do to an employee. Not to mention that a server was bragging about how she tore up someone's application because she left her boyfriend to tip, and he didn't. And anytime anyone puts in their 2 weeks, the manager fires them before the 2 weeks. Also, the new staff trains the newer staff. It's ridiculous. The next day I came and clocked in only for it to say employee has been terminated, no call, and no text. It was absolute bullshit because I've only been late 2 times and had to call out once for a sprained ankle. They are some shitty people. Liz, that was the end of her story. Liz, I'm gonna need you to hit up the franchise owner of that location and let them know how the fuck the management is running their shit. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna need you to hit up Steak and Shake and tell them to do a surprise inspection on that bitch, because that is a whole fucking case. That is a whole case. And sounds to me like you have left the job, but honestly, I feel like they tried your pocket so much that you deserve a last fucking laugh. You deserve for them to feel your wrath and get a little bit revenge, because at the end of the day, even though, you know, you're out of the situation, there's going to be some young person that goes into that job, you know, expecting to get treated a certain way and get shitted on. And that's not cool. And then I'm pretty sure that franchise owner is going to really like to hear this information, because if they're being rude to customers, that's fucking up his money. So I'm pretty sure, like, sis, if you don't go and get them coins, fuck the coins. If you don't go and get this place shut the fuck down, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, what do you guys have to say about this situation? You shouldn't go to work sick in the food industry. That's disgusting. Exactly. Like, you over here, and just the fact that you were vomiting and shit, you most likely had a stomach virus. Like, and they got you up in there. Like, no. No. It's a no for me, dog. Right. She said, I hate how people are forced to work in the food industry when they're sick. Right. A customer needs to throw something at the manager and just bounce. Call that young BBB, right? Call that Better Business Bureau on that ass. Like, oh my God. Bless. No. Somebody said, it's a yeet for me, bitch. That's a yeet for me. Like, no. That is true. Steak and Shake is trash as fuck. I remember in high school, me and a couple of my friends went to a Steak and Shake. And it was almost, do we live in the same area? Because that steak, there's only one Steak and Shake in my city. And that shit was fucking trash.com. Like, the people were rude. So, you know, the food was subpar. So when we got done eating, we just gracefully stood our asses up and ran to our cars and fucking left. Because, no. Someone said it's not a tribe tea until the giant bottle comes out. Exactly. Y'all stay hydrated. Get your teas. Get your water jugs. Y'all, I have, like, bruh, it's so embarrassing because, like, when I did used to dine and dash when I was a teenager, I never had, like, an idea of working in the restaurant industry. And then when I actually started working in the restaurant industry and people would dine and dash, then it just made me realize, like, damn, that's money out of my pocket. Like, you playing with me type shit. You get what I'm saying? So I don't condone dining and dashing now, but I definitely did it. Then when I got a job in the restaurant industry, I was like, okay, bitch, this ain't cute. Like, you messing with somebody coins. Like, that's not cute at all. But anyway, guys, I think we're ready to move on. Are you guys ready to move on? This one is a little lengthy. Not really. Just a little lengthy. just a little. It's called I Fell in Love with My Science Teacher. Alright, bitch. Hopefully they ain't fall in love with you back, or hopefully you're in college, you know, and it wouldn't really matter, you know. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey Naja, I'm a huge fan of your work. You are my favorite YouTuber, and I hope that you continue creating for a long time. Thanks, sis. For starters, may I ask that you keep my name anonymous? My entire family watches your videos, and they would definitely figure out this is me. Why? What? Oh my god. Okay. I have a situation, and I really need the tribe's advice. Well, I really hope that you did not put your name, because, like, the entire family, though, like... The whole family, that kind of makes me uncomfortable, because I be talking about some inappropriate stuff on here. Like, the whole family. Well, I mean, you know what? I would rather it be that way, because I'm tired of y'all, like, youngins DMing me and emailing me. And I'm just like, do your parents know that you watch this? So, you know what? I take it back. That's cool your family watches. And shout out to Misha for the $5 donation, helping us go strong, helping us stay popping. I appreciate you. All right, so here we go. So... way back in the 8th grade, I had this teacher. He was literally the best teacher I had ever had. We sort of had this connection. I would always spend my lunch period with him, and we would just chill and listen to music. He was awesome. Somebody said her dog too. Shut up. Okay, stop. For this story, I'm going to call him Mr. E. So during middle school, I was going to summer school almost every year. And if I didn't pass Mr. E's class, I would have been in summer school again. And I was really not trying to do that, because my mom was planning this big family vacation, and I couldn't miss it, and basically let my entire family down. Well, why were you in summer school every freaking year? Like, were you not participating in school? Like, what's going on here? All right. But thanks to him, I was able to pass that year with no problems. I was so grateful. So fast forward to high school. At this point, I was going into my junior year, and I was doing pretty well, except for this one specific class. I had failed it 2 times in a row. I was struggling so bad, it was horrible. One day out of nowhere, my friend and I were just walking through the halls, basically skipping class. Well, girl, that's why you keep failing. You over here skipping class. Like, what's going on now? You skipping class. You need to stay as in class. What the hell? My friend pointed out to me, isn't that Mr. E from middle school? I didn't believe her, so I just ignored it. But then he called my name, and I froze. I couldn't believe it. I turned around, and I went up to him and said hi. He asked me how I was doing, and I said I was all right. I asked him what he was doing in high school, and he said he had just got transferred. I was so happy. I asked him what class he was teaching, and it just so happened to be the same exact class I was struggling with. Maybe you were struggling in that class because Mr. Z kept being Captain Save-A-Ho and, like, implanting grades for you instead of actually trying to sit you down and, like, teach you. So you met him in middle school, and he, like, paved your way and had you doing, you know, I don't know, he was doing shit for you, putting shit in the books for you. Then you get into high school and you realize, like, damn, instead of sucking up to Mr. Z, maybe I should have been learning. And now Mr. Z is transferred right back in the same subject in your high school. Like, sis, obviously you don't need to be skipping. You need to be studying. Like, damn, you're a junior in high school. Junior year is very, very important. Like, very important. That is a good question. Why is he not worried about you skipping class? He sees you in the hallway, no other kids in the hallway. So I don't like Mr. Z. Something is off about his ass. Like, real off. So immediately after that, I called my mom to ask if she could email my guidance counselor to see if I could be switched to his class. And literally, his class fit perfectly with my schedule. I was switched the next day. It was almost like destiny. Because usually guidance makes a big deal about switching classes, especially so late in the semester, but my counselor didn't give me trouble at all. So when I got to his class, he didn't believe me when I said I was transferred, but then he looked at the roster and you could clearly tell he was happy. As the year went on, he literally became my best friend. I never had a relationship with a teacher like that. I don't know if y'all believe in reincarnation and stuff like that, but I literally think we knew each other in another life. Girl, I'm gonna need you to stop. Fast forward to the end of the year, he passed me, obviously, LOL. Because of that, I was finally able to be caught up in all my credits. I was finally on the track for graduation. At the end of the year, he told me that he was being moved again to another district. So, of course, I was sad. I got him a gift on the last day as a thank you, and that was that. Now I'm a senior. I'm getting ready to go to college, and I was told for my application I needed a letter of recommendation. So the first teacher that comes to mind is Mr. E. I ended up finding him on social media, and of course he had no problem writing one for me. But lately we've been talking all the time, and we want to chill. I don't know, as much as I love being around him and having someone to talk to, I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do. I don't want people talking about us or my parents being upset that I'm hanging out with a grown-ass man. I'm 19 now, so it isn't illegal, and he isn't my teacher anymore. What do you think I should do? I'm stuck. Sorry for it being so long, but I appreciate anything you say. Thanks, Naja. I'm going to tell you the hard fucking truth. And sorry, I was reading while we got our last donation. I really do appreciate the $20 a lot. But, oh, and again, guys, just so you know, you guys don't have to donate. Like, I appreciate it, but I don't need it. It's okay. But this is a solid, and I know you're not going to want to hear this, but this is a solid case of grooming. This is what people who are predators do. They groom people. This man has been grooming you since a young age. Like, it feels to me like, I don't know, that shit just don't sit right with me. That you would, for one, it's kind of weird that he goes to the exact school that you went to when he gets his high school transfer. Like, and then why is he getting transferred all the time? That doesn't make any sense. I know people in my middle school that have been working at that middle school for 20 fucking years. Like, the only people that got transferred out of my high school is when a scandal happened. Same thing with my middle school. So that's why I'm just like, something is not being told. Then just the fact that he is like so ready to meet up with you after you're graduated, you're legal now, it just feels weird. Like, I don't know. And just the fact that you are acknowledging that this is a little weird just lets you know, like, your gut is telling you, like, something ain't right about this. This isn't something that I need to go forward with. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's why, exactly, observer. Like, that's why I said predator, because I never want to say pedophile on somebody's shit. Like, I don't play lightly with that word. But he is definitely showing some predator tendencies, and he has definitely been grooming you for years. Like, I don't know. I think that's a very bad idea. I feel like you need to be with people your own age. That's his. You don't owe him shit. If he wanted to fucking string you along and make you pass and all this shit, you don't owe him anything. And that's what people who groom kids do. They be like, oh, well, I did this for you. I gave you that. I gave you this, so you owe me. You don't owe him shit. You don't, because you were a child at the end of the day. Now she is 19, but when all this was happening, it was from the 8th grade up to her junior year. But now she's 19 and she's going into college. But still, like, I don't care about the age. I just feel like that ain't it. That ain't it. I'm about to read what you guys have to say. What is he doing to be transferred so often? Exactly. She needs to sit her ass down somewhere, get you a letter, and leave it at that. Yeah, girl, like, shit, milk it for one last time. Get that letter, and then leave him the fuck alone. Like, leave him be. Said, it's really not it at all, SMH. He groomed her, period. Yeah, pretty much. He's probably following her. Maybe, but it's just weird that he went to a whole new district. They were like, fuck a school. You need to go to a whole new district. Like, that's kind of extreme. You said people like to stay in the same job for it to get tenure. Job security doesn't make sense. Career unless it's a scandal. Exactly. Exactly. Like, that shit don't sit right with me. I'm not even about to fucking humor that shit. Like, that shit just don't sit right with me, honestly. Like, I feel like you should leave him alone. Right, he gonna want to be a professor next, right? Like, oh, woo, the college you go to, he's miraculously a professor. Like, you said, when did she send this? She sent this mid-January, January 16th. So she probably already done did it. I don't know, but or maybe her school year isn't ending yet. I mean, it would make sense because she was skipping classes and shit. She probably failed. No offense if you're watching this, but that would only make sense because if you're 19 right now and you need a letter of recommendation to get into school, either you took like a year break or you failed and you're about to graduate this summer, like in a few months. So I don't know, but she says she's 19 right now. But I mean, shit, she was skating by in school, probably failed and is still a senior, or she took like a gap year and now she's going into school. But hopefully she didn't do it and listened to her gut. Like, I don't know. But are you guys ready to move on to the next one? This bun is just like, I should have did this shit better. Bitch, I ain't even... Okay. This one is called Busted Nose Over Busted Ass Boyfriend. Here we go. This one's a little short. Somebody says she is super senior. I'm gonna need you to leave the fucking chat. I'm not about to play with y'all today. Like, y'all need to go somewhere. Oh my God. Y'all need to go somewhere. We are going to the next topic. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Okay. This is called A Busted Nose Over Busted Boyfriend. Hey girl, I'd like to start by saying I love your videos and you are beautiful. Thanks. I'm pretty sure you're beautiful as well. So let's get into the tea. Warning, this is long. Guys, it's not really that long, to be honest. That shit's it's pretty short. It's pretty short. Compared to the novels y'all be selling me, like, you know. My name is Blair May, and I don't care if you use my real name. I'm 16 years old, and I'm in my sophomore year. This story takes place only a week ago. I used to be friends with this girl who, for the sake of this story, I'm just going to call Vomit. Because, well, I'm petty. Alright. Anyways, she was in this on-again, off-again relationship with this boy who we're going to call Busted Brandon. Because homeboy was a scrub. Anyways, well, all y'all are scrubs. Y'all are little kids. All y'all are scrubs. And I'm going to be so mad if this is another one of those stories where your best friend gets in a relationship with a bum and then you over here trying to tell your best friend and she won't listen to you. Because it's going to be the same solution every time, guys. Like, literally, all you have to do is let your friend learn for herself that this dude is a bum. Because the more you nitpick and be like, oh no, leave them, oh no, leave them, they're gonna stay with him. I'm really hoping this isn't one of those fucking stories, but here we go. He is way too old for her considering he's 18 and a senior. She's still a freshman. Okay, that's fucking weird. That's creepy. He didn't have a car or a job, and he had no intention on even moving out of his mom's house, and he said he just wanted to live in her basement so he didn't have to pay rent. Okay, that's bum mentality. That's a real bum ass mentality. Wow. He had cheated on Vomit more times than I can count, and she kept staying with him. I didn't say anything for a while because it really wasn't my place. It really isn't your place. Plus, I don't like it when people make comments on my friend, so why be a hypocrite? I was over at her house for the night, and of course, Busted Brandon had to be fucking there too. I was super stressed out that day, and they had weed, so I was smoking. Keep that in mind. We were up on Snapchat, and he took videos of me smoking. Things escalated and they started arguing. Then Busted Brandon ended up smacking Vomit, and I freaked out, but she got mad at me and told me to get the fuck out. If a dude ever hit my homegirl in front of me, we're jumping him. And then I'm gonna go tell the police because you're 18 and she's 14, so you're gonna get charged for abusing a child. Like, try me, bitch. Try me, bitch. We're about to jump his ass together. Somebody gotta die. Somebody gotta die. No. Under the jail. Electric chair. That's just not what we're about to do. She told me to get the fuck out because I was intervening in their relationship. Well, I feel like all the advice I said prior still stands, but when you do some fuck shit in front of me, you involve me. I'm not trying to get in your relationship. It's just, that's my homegirl. I'll beat your ass, bro. We will jump you. Like, no. Right, and he's 18. He's not 16. Why is an 18-year-old smoking weed with 14-year-olds? Why is an 18-year-old beating on a fucking 14-year-old? No. I gladly left, but first I snitched on her. No shame. And while her mom was popping off, I took that as my cue to leave. We ended up fighting on the next day, but bitch did it dirty and pulled me down from behind when I had my water bottle and my bag in my hands, and I wasn't prepared. She sat on me and put her knees on my arms. I got one of my arms free, and in the mix of her punching me, but not really landing anything on my actual face, I hit her in the face with my metal water bottle I was holding. She got off of me after that. I'm suspended for a month now. I don't know how long she's suspended for. She posts her petty ass stories on social media that she's gonna pull up and beat my ass again. I'm sitting there like, bitch, you didn't even beat my ass the first time. You barely hit me. I waited for her. She never showed up. Tell me why yesterday her boyfriend hit me up yesterday trying to flirt. Then he asked for nudes and said if I don't send them, he'll show the video of me smoking weed to the cops. Oh, that's rich. That's fucking rich. Turns out he's only doing this because I hit his girlfriend in the face with a water bottle. What do I do? You know what you could do? You know what you could do? You could screenshot those messages of this 18-year-old man asking you for nudes and send it to the fucking cops. Like, is he stupid? Is he stupid? And even if he does send the video of you smoking weed to the cops, who gave you that weed? An adult. This boy is dumb as fuck. And this is why I really feel like there is like a brain defect in men that date teenagers. Because it's like, y'all are so warped because y'all are so manipulative, and you can really have this girl thinking that she's gonna go to jail when you're over here asking her for child pornography and giving her drugs and you just beat up a minor. Like, what fucking planet? Like, what fucking planet is he from? Like, look, you sent me this in January, sis. This is one of those stories that I really wish you would have DM'd me and not emailed me. Because if you would have DM'd me this, we could have nipped this shit in the ass, period. I don't know what you guys are doing now, but I really wish you would have DM'd me this instead of emailing it. Because he could have been under the fucking jail right now. I mean, if you still have the messages, you could still send it. You're still a minor. And he's still not a minor. So you could definitely go to the police and give it to him. But I really wish you would have DM'd me when this was going on. Right, how are these grown-ass men graduating? That's what I don't get. Like, bruh, this man admitted, like, I'm about to just sit in this damn basement for the rest of my life. Like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, what do y'all have to say? Should have washed your hands with them yesterday, right? Because they're a hot-ass fucking mess. He ain't even, he's a legal adult, but he's operating mentally like a little boy, and that's how he be getting with these young-ass girls. He has some fucking problems. Like, what the fuck? Where are these kids' parents? Right. No wonder he's trying to live in the basement. Right. Because, bruh, he ain't about to amount to shit. That don't make no damn sense. I didn't hear all of it, but send him to jail. Where are the parents? Alright, guys. So, the verdict is, if you still have proof that he asked you for nude pictures and trying to extort you with a video of you smoking weed, please screenshot it and continue to send it to the police. I don't care because I know how these young friendships go. I don't give a fuck if y'all are friends again. I don't give a fuck if y'all have made up. He needs to go to jail. He's going to keep beating on your friend, and your friend is going to keep allowing it because she's young and doesn't know any fucking better. And he's going to keep being a creep. So I would highly advise you, if you have those receipts, send them to the police station. Get him locked the fuck up, because it's not going to stop. Like, it's not going to stop. That is the best thing you could do for your friend right there. Child. I had to hit the vape for that one, because that just pissed me the fuck off. Like, I hate seeing manipulative ass people taking advantage of younger people just because they don't know their rights and they don't know the law. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that shit really be boiling my fucking blood, for real. Let's move on before I get upset. Are y'all ready? This one is called, My BFF's Boyfriend Wants Me to Be in a Threesome. Here we go. Hey Naja, I finally decided to submit a tribe tea after a year of following you. This is kind of two problems in one. Oh shit. Alright, here we go. So this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to change her name. Let's call her Nova. I met Nova at my job. As soon as I talked to her, we instantly clicked and started hanging out. I think we bonded by our shitty past. She even reminded me of my ex-best friend, which worries me. She has a funny personality but can be oversharing at times. But a few months into our friendship, she was thotting around and met this guy who is now her boyfriend. All she could do was talk about him, and I was finally happy she was letting her daddy issues get the best. She stopped. Ooh, I was about, bitch. She stopped letting her daddy issues get the best of her. But she told me he made a slick little comment. She's bisexual, and I find nothing wrong with it. But don't push shit on me. Don't hit on me, and don't flirt on me. It makes me uncomfortable. Mind you, I'm in a 2-year relationship with my man. And her boyfriend, let's call him Caillou, since he looks like Caillou. Oh my God. Said one day as she was scrolling on her IG feed, "Who's that?" And it was me. And she said, "That's Cian." Then he goes, "Bring her home for a threesome." First off, I don't like bald-headed dudes who are 8 years older than I am. I'm 20 and she's 19. Red fucking flag. Here goes another situation of older ass men taking advantage of fucking teenagers. That comment made me really uncomfortable because I don't know him. I don't roll that way and I'm taken. I also don't know if I should cut ties with her because her whole world revolves around him. She told me that he is her happiness, and that made me feel a type of way because it makes me feel like shit. Like I'm not good enough as not the only person, but also as a friend. I don't know if I should be supportive of her happiness or just drop her as a person because to me, that's how toxic shit starts. Well, honestly, I feel like you should have nipped that shit in the ass to be like, bro, I fuck with you, but I'm in a relationship, and whatever he said behind closed doors, like, should have stayed there. Because I'm pretty sure you would have been able to deal with her little relationship without knowing that information. Because I could only imagine, like, it could make you feel uncomfortable if you're not into that type of things. How it could make you feel uncomfortable, you know? Jesus. I don't know if I should be supportive of her happiness or just drop her as a person, because to me, that's how the toxic shit starts. And all that comes out of her mouth is Caillou this and Caillou that, and we're going to have kids in a few years and get married. I'm going to take my IUD out. She also complains how she doesn't drive and she's Ubering to work, home, then his house. So this man is this much older than her. He don't got no whip, got her Ubering around the streets, got her talking about she about to take out her damn birth control. Like, exactly, Panda. This sounds to me like you still having daddy issues. Like, keep that IUD in, sis. What is going on? Like, She chooses to stay with him. I want to be friends with her, but maybe I'm tripping. All I know is that a man should never come between a friendship. There's nothing wrong with a little distance, but I'm tired of reaching out to everyone and no one giving a shit about me. Maybe I don't have the same mindset as every other girl, but they've only been dating for 4 months. 4 months? Oh, she's lost. She's in the sunken place, sis. Your friend's gone. She's gone. She's gone. What should I do? I'm too old for this high school shit. Maybe just because I make time for my friends more than my boyfriend, I think that everyone else does too. Thank you for reading this if you do, and I love you, and I hope you recognize my name. I'm always commenting on your live tribe teas. Yes, I do actually notice your name. I don't see you in this live though, but it's probably because I didn't go live on a Wednesday. But honestly, I feel like you need a break from her. Like, y'all don't need to be friends. She sounds like she's doing the fucking most. She sounds like she's still maturing mentally. She's operating like a teenager, like, to be honest. And I would just, like, cut her the fuck off. And I'm not talking about 19 teenager. I'm talking about, like, 14-year-old acting like the girl from the last story we just fucking, nah. Like, I would just cut that shit off. It sounds like you are in a very, like, monogamous, going well relationship, you know, and I just feel like it's cool to have friends that are different and, like, operate differently, but it's like, it sounds to me like her relationship is taking more of a toll on you, and I don't feel like that's fair. So honestly, I feel like you should just drop it like it's hot, like somebody else said in the comments. Drop that shit like it's hot. When you develop a friendship based on negative past experience, it's bound for the friendship to be hella toxic. Yeah, I did peep that shit as well. Like when she said they had a lot of shitty things going on in the past going on, right? Like trauma bonding never ends well. Never ends well. So I'm just reading what you guys have to say right now. Your relationship is messy and the mess is spilling into your life. Drop her. Right. Control, Alt, delete the friendship. Pretty much. Like, and you said she don't even check up on you, so she won't even notice you cutting her off. Someone said trauma bonding is toxic. It really is. Someone said escape, escape, escape. Hell nah. Alright, guys. Do you have anything else to say before we move on? We're covering a lot of stories today. We really are. Someone said trauma bonding is what you're supposed to do. That is not true at all. Like, I feel like if the only thing you have in common is something bad that's happened to you, like, you don't really have anything more to offer to the friendship. Like, it really doesn't, like, if I were to be friends with, I'm trying to think. Okay, for example, say I have alcoholism that runs in my family, right? And, you know, maybe my parents were abusing alcohol and, you know, then I go out and drink alcohol. And then I go find a friend whose parents are also alcoholics and now she drinks alcohol all the time. So what do we do together? We get drunk and we fuck our liver up. But it's okay because we have in common that our parents used to be alcoholics. You see how that could bring two people together, but it's not healthy? Because even though we both drink, maybe I like photography and I want to go be a photographer, and then maybe she wants to go be a nurse, and then we can't really talk about anything other than our parents being alcoholics and when we're about to go to the bar next. Like, it's not, I don't see that as being healthy whatsoever. Just because it brings people together doesn't mean it's going to be a long-lasting anything. And that's another good point. They often become very codependent relationships. Somebody said, like me and Pisces. Actually, I don't know if I've had any relationships. My problem with my past relationships, I didn't really trauma bond with anybody. It was more so like history. I was just like, okay, well, we've been friends for this long, so fuck it. We riding type shit. But I've never really, I've had my old friends tell me their traumas, but we never had the same trauma before. Like, I've never met anybody personally that has gone through the same thing that I have. I've seen it online and shit, but I've never. But anyway, I don't agree that trauma bonding is good and keeps you away from toxic shit, because it's just too much reminding you of the past, and it's hard for you to move on from that trauma when you constantly have like a mimic of you and it like is reminding you, oh shit, this happened to me too, and this is how they are reacting. But hey, if y'all want to do that, that's completely up to you. I'm just letting you know that shit never ends well, because once one of you matures, then the friendship just goes to shambles, because it's like, oh, I'm growing and you're still stuck in the past of the trauma. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, even like support groups, because like my grandma's like in support groups for like certain women that have lost children and stuff like that. And like, even sometimes like my grandma will start saying like weird things, and I'm just like, dude, I thought you grew past this. Like, it was a positive group, but because they were all bonded by trauma, it's like, you know, some people will be like, okay, we're progressing, and then somebody will post in the thread, oh, I was thinking about this person today and it really brought me down. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like if you want to get over your trauma, either look within yourself or actually seek out professional help. I don't think it's healthy to try to like click up with other damaged people, if that makes sense. But enough about that. I'm not about to keep talking about it because I feel like we're losing time. It's 2:37. We only have 20 minutes. So this one is called, Am I a Bad Friend for This? And you guys know, now whenever y'all title shit that's called Am I a Bad Friend, most likely you was a bad friend in this moment. Okay? Let's get it. Hey Naja, I wanted to start off by saying I'm so in love with your channel. I remember being 12 watching your bando video, then finding you again years later with the nipple piercing video. Damn, so that means I'm like 4 years older than you, because I posted that bando video when I was only 16, so that means I'm like 4 years older than you. Needless to say, I really appreciate everything you do on your channel, which inspires me to keep striving on with my YouTube channel. Well, good luck, sis. I'm rooting for you. Anyways, here's my dilemma. At the beginning of my freshman year in high school, me and my friend A had become really close. We talked about everything together and she was a good influence on me. Fast forward into our sophomore year, she starts dating this guy who we will call Jay. I was so happy that she found a guy who made her happy and had the same interests as she did. I had been in a relationship with my boyfriend / baby daddy since the end of my freshman year, and all 4 of us got along. Fast forward into my junior year, I was pregnant with my daughter, and A was very supportive of me. I even made her the godmother of my baby. Damn, that is so awkward when you make people the godmother and godfather of your child, and then y'all end up falling out. Like, I can only imagine. Like, I've known some people personally where it's just like, yeah, you know, I don't see my godchild anymore because we done fell out. Like, that shit, it's sour. I ended up not having to go back to high school my senior year because I completed over the required credits to graduate. I was able to participate in senior activities like prom and graduation, which was nice. Now, here's the tea, sis. A and J have been going through some shit that I was unaware of, like the typical arguments in a relationship, and they had broken up, but still decided to go to prom together because J was a junior and me and A were seniors, and he wanted her senior year to be memorable, I guess. So during prom, I see them both, and I greet them and catch up with them. A didn't seem too interested in J, so he kind of just walked off, and I didn't know where to go, so I ended up just following J. Girl, please don't tell me you hooked up with. Oh my God. Okay, let me not assume. Let me not jump. Let me chill. Okay. We were sitting down, talking, catching up, and he tells me about the problems they were having. Me trying to be a good friend, I give him my perspective and advice on it, and somehow we got on the topic of what it's like to be with other people. I just remember saying I couldn't picture myself with a guy younger than me. Then dude's gonna say, really, not even me? Girl, when I say I was shook, I mean I was shook to my core. I instantly shut that shit down. 1, A was my best friend. 2, I could never mess with somebody else, man, even though they weren't together at the time. I knew they were eventually going to get back together. So me being dumb, I decided not to tell her because I just figured Jay was talking just to be talking and really then to do anything. Keep in mind, this happened April 2018. Fast forward to June, A found out Jay cheated on her, and I just felt guilty thinking I could fix what they had when Jay kept fucking up. So I told A what happened, and she was livid. She called me out my name. She even had other friends of hers call me a hoe-ass bitch and saying that's why I have a baby and all types of Why do these girls always blame the other girl? Like, why do these girls never be like, damn, my nigga ain't shit. He tried to hit on my best friend. What? That don't make no sense to me at all. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Just because he came up to you talking about, would you talk to me? And you stood up and you left. That is so whack. That is so fucking whack. Now, fast forward to December 2018, and I'm still trying to regain our friendship, but she's not folding. I don't see how you would want to regain a friendship with her when she basically was talking shit about your child. Like, nah. But she's not folding. I was willing for her to see my child because she is the godmother after all. I found out she had a baby, and I was just an emotional roller coaster after that. When I asked when could I bring my daughter over so she and I could see her baby, she basically said she doesn't want her child having anything to do with me and that she doesn't want to fix the relationship. After all those months of me trying to prove that I wanted to fix my mistake, I spazzed the fuck out on her and basically told her don't ask about my child or try and plan to see because she won't be involved in my child's life anymore, and then I blocked her. I am now a freshman in college when this occurred. Am I a bad friend? Am I petty for blocking her out of me and my child's life? Please help. I don't want my 2019 going into shambles. Okay, sis. Look. Exactly, Shay. Demote her godmother position, period. Like, She is obviously loving the chase of you always trying to hit her up and blah, blah, blah. No, I don't think you were a bad friend. I feel like at first I was like, okay, you should have just told her like, hey, your dude is like, he was trying to talk to me or whatever. But the response that she gave to such a minute thing is problematic as fuck. She does not deserve to have you in her life. She's telling you over and over again she don't want to make up with you. And then who is the girl's baby daddy? Like, who did she get pregnant by in just that short amount of time? Like, I don't get it. But I do agree with Mina. She definitely showed her true colors. Drop her. I also agree with Sippy Charms. Sis been a hater since day one. That's just how I feel. Because if you let something that minute, let that shit blow up like that, there was something going on that you had no clue about that made her blow up like that. Because that don't make no sense at all. Like, at all. I'm gonna read what you guys have to say. Right, how like she found out her man's cheated and mad at, right, makes no sense. She just needed an excuse to cross that line. This has happened to me before. Yeah, it's happened to me before too. That's why I'm like, I know there was some underlying shit that really made her go the fuck off. She thought competition, not friendship. Right. Let sis be. Please do. Insecurity is a hell of a drug. I agree. Someone said, I will never snitch again. LMAO. Right. You having your whole fucking slandering your baby, slandering, just, nah, that's, you just don't come back from that. There are certain lines you cross where you just cannot come back from it. Like, A sounds like the type of friend to throw subliminal shots the whole friendship. Right. Like, you ain't a bad friend, probably doing this shit with someone else as we speak. Exactly. So, the verdict, I feel like you weren't a bad friend. I feel like this is like a fucking, honestly, this is like a Jordan Woods situation where it's just like, bro, you didn't fuck him, but we'll admit that you fumbled a little bit by not telling her that her ex was hitting on you, but that response, lines were crossed that you cannot come back from. Honestly. Like, you pull, I'm pretty sure when you saw the whole Jordan Woods thing going on, you were probably sitting in there like, yes, sis, I know exactly how you feel. Because you don't think Chloe had shit to say about Jordan this whole fucking time? Like, I would just view this as a good, exactly, view it as a good thing that happened. You saw her true colors, now you know how to operate. It's not like she's your daughter's father, or like, it's not like that's your blood sister or anything. Like, I would just move the fuck on, keep her blocked, and just move on. Like, it is what it is. Alright, guys. We're about to go to another one. I'm trying to find one that's not, like, high school-y. But, here, let me see. This one is called My Toxic Relationship with My DL Ex-Best Friend. And it's kind of short, so I'll just breeze through this one. I'm trying to tackle a lot of stories today because we really need to get at least into February, bitch, in these tribe teas, okay? So let's get it. Let's get it. Hi, Naja. My name is Josh, and this story happened when I was a sophomore in high school. You can call the other person in the story Elliot. Elliot and I met when we were in the 4th grade, and we've always been kind of close, but he moved schools in middle school, so we stopped being friends. Summer before my sophomore year, his second freshman year. Damn, so Elliot done failed. Elliot failed. Okay. I saw him in the trailer park where my friend lived, and we started talking. He asked me if I was gay because everyone kind of knew. I wasn't going to tell him I was full-on gay because I got heavy homophobe vibes, even though he told me he wouldn't judge me. So I told him I was bisexual. Elliot and I started hanging out more often and eventually every day. My first red flag where I should have cut him off happened when he sent me a picture of his eggplant emoji. Excuse you? Excuse you? Like, what? Right, consent? Why would I want to see that? Oh my God. Okay. He kept sending it over and over again. He is bold. Like, what? He's sending it over and over again. Did you not tell him, like, hey, sis, I don't want to see that. Sis, I Oh my God. So I got a picture of an eggplant emoji from the internet and blew his phone up with it. He then threatened to come and have a shootout at my house. What? What in the trailer park is going on here? What in the honey boo boo is going on here? He moved to the trailer park sending you eggplant emoji to say he about to light the club up in your trailer. What are we doing? That escalated quick as fuck. What? We eventually got past it. How do you get past that with somebody? How do you get past that with somebody? Oh my God. We eventually got past it. Oh my God. How? We came even closer, calling each other brothers. I know I'm stupid for still being friends with him after that. SMH. We got so close we ended up fighting my stepdad together because he was threatening us when he was drunk. This is some trailer shit, y'all. I'm like, that's a whole nother story on its own. Anyways, one day, Elliot ended up taking me to the hood, like the most dangerous street in my entire city. Apparently the guys liked me and we kind of became a clique. We ended up doing some hella illegal shit that looking back, I was stupid for. For example, robbing houses, robbing stores, selling drugs, etc. Bruh, my gay white ass was really trying to be hood as fuck. Anyways, as time progressed, Elliot ended up taking the personal information that I told him and trying to expose me to a bunch of hood guys with guns. Red flag number 1. I really don't know what I was thinking by staying friends with him, but for me, friendships are really important, and it takes me a long time to get over one after I've already put my all into a person. You need to go watch that video I dropped about how to stop being Captain Save-A-Ho. Just adding that in there. Elliot kept doing this even though he was extremely upset. Every time we talked on the phone, he would always say, "I love you," before he hung up. He joked like we were a couple to his girlfriend, my other best friend at the time. And one time he even asked me to watch porn while on FaceTime with him and just to mute him because he was going to be watching it too. What in the sexual deviance is going on? What is Elliot? What is going on here? Like, fuck him being DL and fuck you being gay. Fuck that shit. Like, anybody, regardless of your sexual orientation, talking about, hey, let's watch porn together, but I'm gonna be on mute. Wow. Okay. Me and Elliot had a falling out shortly after that, and it was bad. He even called me after we fell out and said he still loved me and he would always be in my life. We talked on the phone for 2 hours. I told him I wouldn't fight him at school either because of my absences that he made me get. The next day, he tries to fight me on the bus. I ended up just walking to Bojangles across the street because I knew he did that to look big, knowing I wasn't going to fight back because I told him I wasn't going to. I kept telling him to pull up at my house, and he never did, even though it was literally walking distance. He even ended up almost ruining my friendship with my other best friend at the time because he was cheating on her, and I knew and helped convince him to tell her. This was the most toxic relationship of my life, and I'm so glad it happened because I definitely learned from my mistakes. Love you, Naja. Well, I hope you're done talking to Elliot. I hope Elliot is completely out of your life. Elliot has problems. He's a sexual deviant. He's slinging his eggplant emoji everywhere. Like, I'm just concerned. I'm concerned. Elliot needs help. He really does. Like, he really, really does. What do you guys think? Someone said Elliot needs the electric chair. Y'all trying to execute Elliot. I had an ex-roommate who came at me that way. I would just feel so like, if somebody came at me like that. Like, that's my friend. And, like, if I view you as, like, a sibling, like, if I call you my sis or something like that, like, that shit just weirds me out. Someone said they both do. He was just as gullible. Right, because there were way too many red flags. Like, as soon as you talking about you about to shoot my house up and you sending me multiple pictures of your eggplant emoji, like, no, sir, we're not about to be, no. Right, shoot the park up. Right, like, you about to shoot the park up? Like, what? Oh, my God. He was supposed to be 9th grade at the time. Right, like, what is the age? What is going on right here? I am flabbergasted as well. Oh my God, no matter what they do, ignore, entertain. Elliot will probably still do what he wants, right? And y'all was robbing houses, right? Like, what is going on here? All for the eggplant emoji. All for the eggplant emoji. Oh my God. Either this story is fake or they from hillbilly land. I honestly feel like this story is real because that was some very outrageous shit. Like, you can't make that shit up. I'm sorry. I've never heard of no shit like this. I'm actually very shook. I am very fucking shook right now. Like, what? What? Like, what is... Let me drink this fucking... I need to hydrate. This smells like Florida. Yes, it does. I was gonna say this is giving me Appalachian vibes, but this could also be Floridian as fuck. That's the funny thing about it. Like, oh my God. So it's like, I'm so glad I stay in the house. I know that's right, Drew. I be staying my ass right in the house because I don't got time for y'all. Like, what? Y'all jumped stepdad too. I forgot all about that. Guys, I want to squeeze in one more. We have 6 minutes left. This one is short. I want to squeeze this one in. But that one is definitely going to be the title piece because that is crazy. Like, I'm actually glad I read your story because I really hope that you leave him alone. Like, I really hope that this isn't just a phase for you and I don't hear and I don't read another Tribetea of yours in the future talking about, oh yeah, me and Elliot are cool again. No, Elliot needs to go to jail. This is the last one for the day. It's pretty short. It's called, I'm Too Old to Be This Confused. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready. We are busting this shit out. We're on January 18th. We're about to be in February. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be in February by next week because we're going to do another Tribetea at the end of the week. But all right, you guys are ready. Hey Naja, my name is Nikki and I'm 30 years old. I watch your videos all the time and I love them. Thanks, boo. I have this male friend that I've known for 10 or 11 years now, and he is 3 years older than me. We started off being friends with benefits, but we had fallen off when he got a girlfriend. Damn, so were y'all friends with benefits for 10 or 11 years? That's some pretty consecutive eggplant emoji there. All right. We started off friends with benefits, but we had fallen off when he got a girlfriend, but after they broke up, we started talking again. Now we've been talking for about a year. One day we were talking and he said he liked my personality and wants someone like me because I know what I want and tell people what I want from up front. That's what he wants in his next relationship, someone like me. Well, I don't get when people be like, I want somebody just like you. It's like, I'm just like me. Why aren't you, like, what? Like, he's talking to somebody who's just like you, which is you. Like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I was thinking, I'm right here, just have me. Okay, all right, sis. Okay. But I think because while the years we weren't really talking to each other, I had a kid with someone else that wasn't about anything. Me having a kid with someone is a problem, and he had said something about us having a kid, but I have a kid with someone else. But I think we still like each other, but I feel like there is something in the way. I'm not going to wait around on a dude to want me. I'm using dating apps to meet new people so I can be in a relationship, and not get my hopes up for a guy I knew for a long time. I just want someone's thoughts on my little problem. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Okay, sis. Leave him alone. Like, he's old. He's old news. He's been doing what he wants to do, and, like, God forbid you went and did what you want to do and had a kid. Like, and then fuck your baby daddy. If you said he ain't shit, fuck it. At least you have a beautiful kid out of it. But honestly, if you are wanting to be in a relationship right now, I would continue going on dating apps, going on dates with people who are okay with you having a kid, because he just wants you for certain things, and he's trying to be like, I want somebody just like you, but not you because you have a kid. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I just feel like he wants his cake and eat it too. Like, he wants to keep smashing you on some casual shit, but he doesn't want to wipe you up because you have a kid. Like, that's what he's trying to do. I would cut him off sexually. You could be cool with him. You could be friends. Cut him off sexually. It's the friends with benefits relationship is tired as fuck at this point. It's been 10 years, okay? Do your little dating app thing, you know? Meet new people that are okay with you having a daughter. Or, did you say you have a daughter? No, you just said you have a kid. Sorry, I'm imagining you with a daughter. But yeah, just don't fuck with him. Like, he's old news. He ain't trying to do nothing. Like, what can he offer other than eggplant emoji? Like, and if you're as upfront and blunt as you say, be blunt with him and be like, yo, I can't keep doing this. I'm a mom now. Yeah, I may fuck with you, but my kid comes first. I'm not about to waste my time with a dude that's not going to accept both of us. So, bye. Hit the road, Jack. Hit the road, Jack. Alright, I'm about to read what you guys have to say. Sis should have been cut him off in 10 years. Yeah, 10 years is a long time, dude. Supposed to dust your hands, keep it moving. Let me see. Do what I do. Cut them off and find another. Right. Listen to Mary J. Blige and have to move on. I'm so tired of you. Oh my god. He's whack as fuck. He definitely is whack as all hell. Like, I would just snip, snip, keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Final verdict. Snip his ass off, keep it moving. There are many of other men in the world. You're supposed to yeet his ass out the door, right? Like, because, nah, that is a hot ass mess. He needs to go. Yesterday. He needs to go. No, we can't have friends with benefits that last that long. That doesn't work, because at that point, that's just somebody not wanting to respect you enough to actually put a title on your relationship. You have friends with benefits for somebody for maybe like a few months if you're really in a drought. But when you're 30 and you got a man that's been around since you've been 20 years old, nah, he need to fucking go. He need to fucking go. Someone said 11 years I sacrificed. Right, like, he needs to go. Oh my god. Well, guys, that is it for today's live Tribe Tea segment, okay? I will see you guys tomorrow, actually, with a new segment. We're going to be doing a Tribe Tea again on Sunday, a pre-recorded one. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys tomorrow. That last one was pretty good. The trailer park one was my favorite for sure. I'm not going to lie. That was my favorite of the day. But yeah, right now, before I leave, we are on the 18th of January. So by next week, after I do the pre-recorded one at the end of this week, we should be in February. We're knocking these stories out, sis. We really are. And I'm really trying to skim to make sure we're actually getting some good tea and not, like, you know, some repetitive stories. Because some of the stories are repetitive, where it's like people have the same problems over and over again. So I try to skim and make sure, you know, everything is all good. So yeah, we should be in February. Because you're right, it's April, bitch. Like, it's practically April. Like, we need to get this shit together. That's why I'm trying not to run my mouth so much, like, when we do the responses to the story, so we can get more in. But alright, guys, now let me lean my ass up to this phone, because YouTube wants to do me dirty and not have my shit working. So yeah, sorry, y'all got